Hey, this is Myra,
Taylor.
and we
We
are the
are
Black
the Black
Wallflowers.
Wallflowers. Yay.
So this is like our official first recording of this,
Yay.
and just a little backstory. Like the Black Wallflowers podcast is a group of two Black introverted women discussing daily lives and navigating an extroverted world.
So, okay. So, Ray's out of town for like 2 weeks. Um,
Yeah.
of course, I'm doing all the cooking and cleaning and everything. But what's like your least favorite room in the house to clean? I know for me, I hate cleaning the bathroom. I hate it, especially in our master bedroom. It's a shower and it's a glass shower, and I hate cleaning it. It sucks. But yeah, for me, I think it will probably be the shower. I hate cleaning it. What about you?
I guess honestly, for me, it is the bathroom. So Chuck does it.
Oh, that's nice.
so I don't clean the bathrooms. When we first moved in here, I was cleaning the bathroom and I thought it was a piece of hair and I went to pick it up
Hmm.
and it ended up being a spider. And ever since then,
Really?
yeah, ever since then I have never cleaned
What?
the bathroom. So he cleans it, but I guess my least favorite that I actually clean will have to be the kitchen because
Okay.
it's never ending. Like I clean the kitchen every day.
Mm.
Like it's always dishes in the sink. I don't know how. Like I just hate like always constantly having to do the dishes.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I
But
hate
truly,
it.
yeah, the bathroom. But that's why I don't do it.
Right. Yeah. I'm sorry, that was random.
Yeah, that was definitely. So this jarred my memory because you said something about work.
Okay.
But one of this, I guess she's my coworker. She's not technically like on my team or anything. I really don't know her, but she
Mm-hmm.
sits on the other side of me, and I'm the end of our team. So on the other side is a different team.
Mm-hmm.
But she is pregnant, and the lady that's training me literally asked her if she was pregnant. Like she didn't
Mm-hmm.
announce it or anything, but she just flat out asked her. And luckily she said yes, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand like how do people, and then she started like feeling on her belly and stuff. I don't
Oh
understand why people,
no.
yeah, why do people feel like pregnant women are like property, so to speak?
Mm-hmm.
And then also kind of tie into that too, I was talking to my friend and she's pregnant right now, and she was like, such and such got mad because I didn't tell them that I was pregnant before like announcing it to the world.
Mm.
So I'm like, I don't understand why people feel like they have like ownership over a person's body.
Wow.
Like that doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't. I don't
How
get
can you get
that.
mad because I told somebody else before I told you? Like that's my choice.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, and it's typically from like either older people or people who
Mm.
like maybe not necessarily been pregnant before.
Yeah.
I don't, that just like really bothered me. And I was bothered for her. You could tell the lady at work was really uncomfortable.
Mm.
And my trainer lady, she is, kind of hands on or whatever, but like
Mm.
just to flat out ask somebody that they're pregnant, like,
And then
y-
touch her belly.
yeah, it's just,
Oh gosh.
see, I never, well, I was at home most of my pregnancy, so this probably is the reason why, but I never had anybody like come up to me and just like touch me. I had people ask before, and it's usually somebody that I know, so I was cool with it. But
Mm.
to just come up into my personal space and start touching me and like, I don't understand.
Mm. I
Yeah.
had a coworker touch me one time. It was when I first started showing with the boys, and she came up and was like, "Oh, hey, babies." And I think I didn't say anything, but I made a face. And then after that, nobody touched me or anything like that. As far as at work, um,
She must have went around and told everybody you was
right? Okay,
pissed.
don't touch Taylor.
Yeah,
Warning you.
it's just like I don't understand that. Like, why do we feel like we have ownership of people?
Mm,
And then how? Why would you ask somebody just flat out like, "Are you pregnant?" Like, what?
right. Yeah.
It
My
just makes
thing
me
is, what if
like,
she wasn't pregnant, or what if she was pregnant and like lost a baby or something?
yeah. See, you don't ask that flat out.
Yeah.
You wait till they tell you. So yeah. So that
Oh.
is. That's my random.
Wow.
Oh, that bothered me so bad.
That would bother me too. I would have said something for her, probably.
Just watching like, and she's like just one of those older ladies that just kind of do what they want.
Mm.
And I hate that. Well, that's random is kind of our segment because as introverts, we tend to overthink a lot of things and kind of come up with like random thoughts that didn't have anything to do anything. So that's our little segment for us to kind of get our random thoughts out. So you
Mhm.
guys are going to hear that every show.
Mhm.
But kind of the format for this show will usually have a topic, but since this is our first episode, we kind of wanted to introduce ourselves,
Mhm.
kind of give you a little bit of background and why we're doing this podcast. So, do you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, I'm Myra. Um, I'm very introverted. I'm kind of a extrovert introvert, so to speak. I do love going out and doing things, but I have my limit. And once my limit is reached, like I need to go back into my little cocoon, so to speak.
Mhm.
But I am, how old am I? 28. I I really stopped counting after 25 because like at that point you can do whatever. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I just turned 28 last month. So in June, I have a now 1 year old son,
Aw.
and I've been married for almost 2 years. So this podcast is kind of like a little outlet to kind of get a little bit more out of my shell, so to speak, and to give me that space to kind of speak freely and discuss what's going on in my everyday life. So that's what I plan to do with this podcast. I don't have anything too much more spectacular than that. So, Taylor, you want to let them know who you are?
Yes, I am 30 years old. I turned 30 a few months ago, and that went well. That went well. But I'm 30 years old. I have two kids. I have two kids. They're 7 years old. And I've been married for it'll be 8 years in October. Um, I am also very introverted as well. I need my space. I need my time. But just like you, Myra, I like to get out and do things too. But after that, like if I spend a weekend or if I spend a Saturday doing something, um, the next Saturday, I don't want to do anything. I just want to kind of hang out and chill and kind of um just kind of chill from that. Kind of I guess recover from that.
Yeah.
And I do feel like sometimes people don't understand that or they kind of take offense to that, but fellow introverts do understand that.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
but for me, with the podcast, my goal is to just kind of get out of my shell a little bit, but in the comfort of my own home.
Mhm.
And talk amongst a fellow introvert as well, but just kind of get my feelings out there and bounce those off of other people, and also to educate other people on introverts because we're not um, antisocial really, and we're not mean or anything like that. It's just something that we deal with, something that we've been dealing with for however many years. But yeah, that's what I plan to get out of the podcast. I'm very excited about this. I'm glad we finally got this up and running.
Yeah, and like kind of piggybacking off of what you said, I don't think a lot of people get that we kind of need to recharge in our own space.
Mhm.
It comes off as being antisocial, but it's I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain to mainly extroverts. I know
Mm.
introverts get it. Like I don't need to be with you every single day or
Right.
even every weekend. Um, we kind of need our space and we need it alone. So I guess this is kind of like our way of navigating that and
Mhm.
kind of going through, I guess, mom life as well. I forgot what was in here, and she
Yeah.
scared the mess out of me. Sorry, but yeah, that's kind of been. I mean, I know you've been doing it for 7 years, but that's kind of been a challenge for me. the whole mom life thing and being an introvert, because I feel like a lot more people talk to me now, so to speak, or like
Yeah.
try to have conversations about my son, and I just want to be like, I don't care right now.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
if I'm not in the mood to like kind of discuss that, it kind of comes off as being like bitchy or rude, but I gotta be in a mood, and I'm not really the type that like small talks. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and talk about the weather with you,
Right.
or how's your son doing. Like, I'm more of a deep speaker. Like, if I'm having a conversation with somebody, it's very in depth and detail. Like, well, you know that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what we want to kind of showcase in this podcast. Just that we out here,
We
basically.
are. We are. And we do
And we
like to get
just,
out and do things and have
yes,
podcasts.
yeah,
Because it's not every
exactly,
week.
exactly. Right. But yeah, I think, did you have anything you wanted to add? I think that's pretty much us in a nutshell.
Yeah, I'm very
Maybe.
excited. I'm excited to bring in some different topics, some things that we kind of deal with on a daily basis or weekly basis, and kind of showcase that and explain to people what we kind of go through.
Yeah, so definitely expect to hear more of an introverted kind of perspective on like everyday life, and as well as our randomness, honestly.
Yeah, I'm very random.
Yeah. So definitely expect that, but also kind of a black or black woman really perspective
Mhm.
on like kind of what's going on too. I think like the topics that we have are more geared towards us, so to speak. So,
Yeah.
but it's definitely going to be a fun run to all this. So I hope you guys continue to keep listening and
Yes,
shoot us
please.
over any ideas that you guys want to chat about as well. But yeah, I mean, that's all we really wanted for the first episode, just to kind of discuss what we're going to bring to the podcast. We plan on doing it bi-weekly, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, because we can't do this every week. We
Right,
we
yeah.
introvert. Plus we moms. We really don't have the time.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
so every other week, just expect to have a show drop, and we do have our social medias. Definitely be in the show notes. If you want to follow us there, you can kind of get a little bit more dose. But again, don't expect anything every day.
Yeah. All right. So we are going to end today's podcast with a quote. And so today's quote is by Susan Cain, and it is: "Solitude matters, and for some people, it's the air they breathe." And we literally just said this.
Yes.
For us introverts, it is so important for us to have that time, not even necessarily to ourselves, but even just with our household.
Yeah.
That's very, very
Our
important for us to.
sanctuary.
Yes, yes, for our sanity, for yeah, is very important. And some people don't understand that, but it's definitely necessary.
Yes, absolutely. So that's it for this podcast. It's going to be a short one because, like I said, it's just going to be an introduction of us and what to expect from us. Next week, we'll kind of dive into a topic, and you guys get to hear something further. But really appreciate you guys listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.